Hi, I'm Kurt Steinbrook with OurChurch.com. I'm here with this month's SEO update, where you can get an entire month's worth of SEO news in just a couple of minutes. Alright, so what's going on now? Google has made some changes to Google Places results. And Google Places is their local results that they put within their regular search results. So if you go to Google.com and you search for something like restaurants near my city, then you get some local results in there, and those are Google Places results. Well, up until now, all of their Google Places results were local listings on one side and a map on the other side. Now that's changed. What they've done now is put a carousel across the top that has the results in it right there. And these results even look different. They're not all text like the old results were. In fact, most of it is a graphic. They pick a single picture, and that takes up about 75% of that listing. And then there's the name of the organization and maybe a little bit of additional information. Now the map is still down below that on the right side, but then on the left, instead of having local results, they just have their regular search results. So what happens now is if you hover your mouse over one of the results in the carousel, it will focus the map on that result. And if you click on it, the map gets removed, and in its place is information about that local organization. And then of course you can click to their Google Plus local page or to their website or however whatever they have set up there. Now, so what does this mean for you? Well, the first thing is that it's going to change the way people search. People are going to deal differently with the carousel than they did with the old results. Now we're not exactly sure how yet. It'll be interesting to see, do we still see things as a top result and then going down like you do with the vertical results? Because if you read left to right, then you would probably assume that the furthest left one would be the top result. But you don't know. Maybe people will focus in the middle more. We'll have to see what the behavior becomes. Also, with the graphic being so prominent in these results, it's become very important that you have a good graphic or two in your Google Plus local page. Right? So right now, if you don't have any graphic, or if you have a very poor graphic, poor quality graphic, you're going to want to change that. You're going to want to upload some good quality graphics that are compelling and would entice someone to click through. And if you have some poor quality graphics up there, you might want to actually remove them so that they don't get picked, because you don't get to control it. Google controls that. So if you don't have those graphics up, you got some poor quality graphics, go ahead and do that. If you're an OurChurch.com local SEO customer, then just send us some graphics and we'd be happy to put those up there on your Google Plus local page. In additional local news, a company by the name of Bright Local did a study. And what they found is that 73% of people report that they look at reviews before they choose a local organization. Did you hear that? 73% of people look at reviews before they make a local decision. Right? So that tells you the importance of reviews, especially in local search. We're at this point now where most companies are able to get reviews, and so there's not really, like before people would excuse that there wasn't a review, now it's actually becoming a negative. Where if they can't find a review, then why isn't there a review for this company? Do they actually have any customers? They start to question the validity of the company. So it's very important to be reaching out and trying to get reviews, especially getting those good positive reviews. And that's going to influence whether people choose your organization at all. And that's what this report was able to show us. In other search news, Bing has made an interesting little change. They've introduced what they call Bing boards. Now, if you remember, Bing has 3 columns in their results. In the left column, they have their actual search results. And then they have this middle column, which was typically devoted to just general information about your topic. So like if you search for a person, you might find some biographical information. And then the far right column was for social. So that was stuff that had to do with Facebook and some other things. All right, so now in this middle column, they've now started adding these Bing boards. And what Bing boards are curated results that are put there by people that Bing has asked to put together some results for them. They're usually influencers in an industry or maybe popular bloggers in that topic. And what they'll do is they just pick out what they think is interesting. Maybe it's something that they've seen recently that they thought was interesting, or maybe it's something that is just the thing that everyone needs to know about that topic. Even if it's not new, it's still just such an authoritative piece that they think it should be in there. But it's interesting because they're adding personal curation to their search results instead of it just all being algorithms. So it'll be interesting just to see how that plays out. In other news, Google over the past couple of weeks seems to have been rolling out an update, maybe a couple of updates. We think they're updating Panda a bit, but also there seems to be some kind of an update that lowers the value of partial match domains. So this would be, let's say that you had a domain name that was having to do with limousines, and so it was like Tom's Limousine Service. If you were trying to get limousine service before you were getting this bump because you have limousine service directly there in your domain name. Now that influence is much less, if not completely removed. So basically Google has, first they did the exact match update back in December, which lowered the value of having an exact match domain name, where the search term and the domain name were exactly the same. And now it seems that they're doing this also with partial match. So it's still good to have your keywords in your domain name or in your URLs, but it's having less and less importance at this point. And two more final things. Yahoo has shut down AltaVista. And AltaVista just wasn't getting enough traffic for them, and they didn't feel like it was worth keeping it going. But AltaVista has been around for a very long time. And so it's kind of the passing of one of the early search engines. And also then Facebook. Facebook has released the graph search to all of the US English-based users. So before it was just out there in beta, you had to sign up to use it and then get approved. Now it's been released to everyone. So A, it's going to be interesting to see how people are using the search. And then B, there are some privacy issues there. So if you're on Facebook, go check your privacy settings and you can see what people are able to find in the graph search results. So that's it. That's what's been going on in the search engines for the past month. But remember, we live in this internet age, and it's important that you stay strong in the search engine so people can find you and you can achieve your mission online. God bless.